Hi guys, welcome to today's video. It's going to be a tour of my beauty room today. I want to take you on a backstage tour of how I create my videos as well, so you'll be able to see all my filming setup, but also how I store all of my makeup. In the recent tags that I did, the one created by Georgia Harris, which was the makeup collection tag, I did talk about how I store things in my beauty room, and I showed a couple of clips of the Alex drawers and things that I use, but I thought it might be interesting to some of you to see exactly what I do use to store my makeup. It's not in the best storage, I don't think, but I always find these videos interesting, like just to see what other people do and how they store theirs. So I hope you'll find it interesting. It's going to be shaky coming places, I think, because I'm going to have to dismantle the camera off of the tripod, I think, to maybe get into some of the corners of the room. But I'm going to see how I get on, but please forgive me if it's not perfect, but I hope you'll enjoy it. Let's just hop into what I've got to show you today. Okay guys, I thought we'd start with this corner because this is the view that you see when you watch my videos, or you do now, because this is the new setup that I've just created this weekend since I've got my new lights. So that's the view that you get, but if I pan this around, and I'll try not to do it too quickly, that's my chair where I sit, and then I've got a little table there, and then there's my ring light. And I didn't have enough room to put my softbox, so I've had to collapse the tripod down for that and put it on top of my beauty table, and then the other softbox is on its tripod there, so I've got enough room for that one. So it's very, very compact room. You've seen around the entirety of the room pretty much. If I swing round a little bit more, that's where the door is. And then we've got a mirror there, you can see me in the mirror, and a door, and then we're back to where we started. So very, very small room. It's where I do my makeup. Before I started YouTube, I decided I wanted a room that I could do my makeup in with everything organised, so that was its purpose. Its purpose wasn't really for filming, but I'm making it work for that. Right, now I've cleared away all of the softbox and ring lights, all of my kit, so that you can see how the vanity unit looks when I haven't got all my filming kit out, because I do have to put everything away. Haven't got room to keep all that out and stay sane and be able to do my makeup. So in regards to the softboxes and the ring lights, I will put information in my description box as to which models they are, just in case you're interested in checking those out. But let's get on to my vanity unit. So basically I wanted a really big dressing table vanity unit so that I've got lots of space for brushes and palettes to be out when I was using them. So I decided to opt for this, which is 2 Alex drawers. It's the 5 drawer Alex drawers with the 3 bigger drawers at the bottom, as you can see there, and then the 2 bigger ones at the top. And to start with, I was seeing all these other programs, YouTubers and whatever, who had got Alex drawers, and I was like, I didn't want Alex drawers because everybody has them, but I can really see why now, because they go back so deep and you can get so much in them, and because the drawers are quite shallow, you can organise your makeup really easily. So they're the perfect solution. They were £50 each, I think, from Ikea. And then if I just try and bring you a bit closer, the tabletop is basically a big tabletop from Ikea, but it's got a piece of glass over the top, and actually the glass cost me more to obtain than to do the whole vanity unit. I think the glass was about £150 on its own, but if you just have the tabletop, they stopped doing the gloss version now, so you end up with a surface that wouldn't be very easy to clean, and that was important to me. So decided to get the glass, and it's got some little rubber suckers there on the corners which enable you to put it on there so it doesn't move. And I'm just going to scoot you around the back a little bit if I can. I don't know if you can see there, but the tabletop goes further than the actual drawers, so it overhangs. So underneath I've had to put a bracket to keep that up, to keep that there. Then we've got my chair, which is Perspex and chrome, and then I've just got a cushion cover that I put onto an old cushion that I've got just to suit the room. And again, that chair is from Ikea, and it's super practical because it's Perspex. You can wash it down if you get any makeup hands on it. Okay, I think I'm going to take the camera off of the tripod. I think it'll be easier, so just bear with me. Okay, if we start with my mirror then, so I've got a Hollywood mirror, something I've always wanted to have. This one's really cool. It's got the dimmer switch there, so I can put the lights completely off all the way to mega bright. So the selfies that I take for Instagram, I tend to use the lights from this mirror rather than the ring light, which I've only just recently got anyway, but I find them to be a really natural light for doing selfies. And then if I just move you to the other side, so the other side here, just move my brushes out of the way. You can see it's got a plug point there as well, which means I can plug in straighteners or a hairdryer. So really recommend this Hollywood mirror. I'll see if I can find which one I bought, but I got it from Amazon. If I find out the model, I'll link that again in my description box. Okay, and then I've got a lot of my brushes in this brush holder. So if I spin that around, you can see it's got a bigger side to it and then a couple of smaller sides, but it's all one unit. Holds a lot of brushes, and then to keep them upright and stop them falling over, the pink that's in the bottom there is actually sand from a fish tank. Obviously not being used, it's just like the decorative gravel. We keep a fish tank. I was in the fish shop and saw it and I thought it would work quite well. So it's sort of became the theme to the room, so I've got a lot of pink accents in the room now. So I'll just move those brushes out the way. I've got my Google speaker, and then I've got this guy here which holds a beauty blender. It's meant to be a candle holder, you know, for tea lights. I think it's supposed to be a cat, but it's a unicorn, so it's super strange, but I got that in Asda. It's about £3. And then on this side, this little storage case here opens up on the top, and then it's got two drawers that come out. I keep all my pencils in there and a few of my Dose of Colours lipsticks and my Kat Von D lip liners and my Urban Decay Troublemaker palette, because it just fits in there and looks quite nice in the room. They were a gift from someone, and they are by Muji, and I really recommend them. They're really solid, really good quality, really nicely made plastic. They're not the sort that warps or anything, so really nice. Then I've recently just bought this brush holder because I'm running out of space in the brush holder over the other side. This one's good because it's got 4 individual compartments and it keeps everything organised. So I can have blending brushes in one of the compartments, more detailed brushes in another. I've got the new Jeffree Star brushes there, and my new mirror that you might have seen if you've seen any of my previous videos that says "You Are Perfect" on it, which I got from Amazon. Then I've got a mirror there that I do close-up work with, and then if I just turn this guy on, I've got him. I've got a thing about flamingos. I love flamingos, and I got this from Fairy Dusk, which is just a lighting company in the UK, mail order, but it's proper neon rather than some of them aren't real neon. And I just love him. He casts a nice ambiance over the room when he's on. So that's my flamingo. And then above the Hollywood mirror, I've got a little fish garden here. It's like a living bottle, and all of the organisms inside are self-supporting. My friend got it for me for my 50th birthday because I love fish so much. You don't need to do anything, feed it or anything. It just keeps alive on its own, which I think is amazing. Next to that, we've got a brush holder, and there's another one of those on the other side there. Those two rose gold brush holders were from NYX. They're just pen holders. And then in the middle I've got my Spectrum set that I bought at Christmas. I haven't actually used it. It's more of a showpiece in the room than anything. Next to that I've got my clock. Husband bought that for me when we did the room up. And then next to that I've got my Urban Decay collection piece there. It was Christmas before last, so 2017. It was the Vice Vault of Vices or whatever it was lipsticks. So it's got lip liners, special effects, top coats and Vice lipsticks in there. And I just thought the packaging was really nice. I didn't want to get rid of it, and it stores them really well and keeps them close at hand. On the top shelf up there is all my cuddly toys. I know I'm 51 years of age, but I love cuddly toys, so I collect the Thai Beanie Boos. So there, all those, and I swap those out depending on the time of year. So sometimes I'll have Halloween ones or Christmas ones up there. They're just a decoration in the room. Well, I've just scooched you in a bit now so that you can see my Alex drawers. I'm just going to open those briefly. I've done collection videos on all my palettes. I'm not going to go through anything that's in here in great detail, but I will show you the storage that I've got inside. So if I open up the top one first. So this drawer is all my stuff that I reach for constantly. So concealers, setting mists, primers. There's a beauty blender or two in there. Oh, my Kevin Aquan sculpting powder, my NARS Orgasm blush, because I do reach for those quite often. Some hair clips in here for when I straighten my hair. MAC Painterly paint pots in there. So just an assortment of things that I really need to reach for. They're in this plastic container here, which I got from TK Maxx. If you're in America, I believe it's TJ Maxx. It's super cheap. I think that's about £10. There is some space at the back of it though, so it's a bit of a wasted space. It doesn't fill the drawer very well, but it does help to keep things in a bit more of an organised way. So that's the top drawer. Then in the next drawer I keep all of my Jeffree Star palettes, Dominique Cosmetics palettes. I've got my blush tribe palettes in there. There's a big Morphe palette in the bottom that won't fit anywhere else because they're obviously huge. So that's everything in that one. The drawers are very creaky. In this drawer I've got an Ikea plastic container again to keep things in order. Now it might look chaos, but it does kind of work out because I've got lipsticks in the top here, and then I don't know if you can see, but this lifts up, and then underneath I've got highlights, bronzers, etc. under there. And then if I was to move those things out of the way, you can see I've got lipsticks there, and I always keep my lipsticks in the packaging. I'm a bit strange with that. Even my palettes, I keep them all in the boxes. So I've got some Kat Von D ones in there and a couple of NARS lipsticks in there. And then in this side, where we'll just move those things over to, I've got my Inglot drawer line. I've got some glitters and pigments, lip glitter base, new blush tried pigment I've not tried yet, my Barry M eyeshadow toppers. So all the sort of special effectsy kind of things are all in there. Next drawer down, I keep all of my Jeffree Star Skin Frost, Supreme Frost. I've got some Fenty highlighters in there. I've got an Ofra one. I've also got some hair stuff at the back there by Bedhead that kind of fits in the back behind the little plastic unit there. The plastic thing that these are in, this Perspex unit here, is by a company called ByAlegory, and if you're struggling to find storage that will fit bigger palettes, I really recommend that one. For each compartment it will hold 2 of the Jeffree Star Skin Frost and stop them moving around, so that's why I wanted it, because I've got 6 of those altogether, although 2 of them are the same shade, which is why one is still in the box there. I got given that one at the Can't Relate event in London last year, and I don't want to not keep it, so, but it is a shade I've already got. Okay, so that's everything in that drawer. Just some makeup wipes in the edge there. The next drawer's a little bit embarrassing. The next drawer is just a mess. I don't know if you can see, but it's just a load of junk in there really. So my hair straighteners are in there, hairspray, sun cream, my hairbrush. So just anything that doesn't fit anywhere else goes in there really. Nothing too much to see in that one. And then in this side, the top drawer, I've got all of my smaller palettes. So my Dose of Colours palettes are in there. Little one by NARS there. Christian Leanne Daydream palette. My Inglot shadows. Yellow Splash Classic Horror, because that's quite a small one. I've got a little mini Z palette in there with some shimmer shades that I got from Strobe Cosmetics, and a few Makeup Geek ones. Sigma Creme de Couture. Got a metallic lipstick set that I got from Anastasia. All of my Sugar Pill Pro palettes. That's why I wanted the small ones, that they'll fit in this drawer. So it all just about fits in here. Now I've got these out, I'm not sure I'll get them all back in, but they do just about fit in there. I've got another one of those plastic containers in the bottom there, but it's not really doing anything for me. And then I've got the only two powders that I have. So I've got the Kat Von D setting powder, and I've got the Laura Mercier. And I've got Kat Von D's white concealer. So I like a white concealer for doing cut creases. That's that drawer. Okay, in this drawer, just move it back a bit. So in this drawer I've got some palettes. I've also got all of my Anastasia highlight kits. Got a few of those in there. Take those out. Got some more palettes. Got my Lunatic Cosmetic Lab contour books. Got the 1 and 2. A little Coloured Rain palette there. Oh, this set of lipsticks from Anastasia that were a special edition of last year. You get 6 liquid lipsticks for about £30, which was a really good deal. So again, I've kept those in the packaging, it's just easy to find them. Got some single shadows in there from Urban Decay, and then just some oddments of things that I've got free and things in there. Okay, and then in this drawer I've got the same type of container from Ikea that I saw in the other drawer. So it's the same kind of container as in the other drawer. It's got some glitter liners from Urban Decay in there. My mascaras are in here. Under there I've got eyelashes, although I don't wear them. There's only 2 or 3 pairs in there, and eyelash curlers. Go back down. And I've got all of my Vice lipsticks in there from Urban Decay. Oh, excuse me. And I've got some Anastasia liquid lipsticks and bullet lipsticks in there. Yeah, I think that's about it. And in there I've got those which are a present that I just recently got from my friend there, coasters, all with animals on, love those. I only use one at a time, so I've got the box in there. And another coaster I have to put away sometimes that I don't offend anyone. And inside here I've got all of my Anastasia palettes, my Too Faced palettes, some of my Urban Decay, my Stacey Marie palette, and my BH Weekend Festival palette, and then another one of these plastic containers, which I might be able to get some out so I can show you, but I've got another lot of lipsticks in there as well. I've got some Avon ones there, Lancome ones, Some of these are quite old, so I don't tend to use them that much, so they just fit underneath other things in that drawer. And then in the last drawer, I've got a notepad in there, some pens and just some rubbish, to be honest. Got another container that might be useful to actually get out and put onto my vanity, actually, because holds my flawless foils from Revolution. Oh, just get that into shot for you. And some lipsticks as well. Max Velvet Teddy is in there, and then some Lancome ones there as well. Quite a lot of my Urban Decay special edition palettes live in there. So my Alice in Wonderland one is in there, and the Book of Shadows are in there. And also the blush Cheekathon from Benefit from a couple of years ago. I don't use that very much, so that's in that bottom drawer. So this unit here that you can see going all the way to the floor used to be a CD drawers, and we've painted that up. It used to be pine, we've painted it white and then spray painted the fronts pink, and then it used to have metal kind of brass looking handles, and we put crystal handles on there. And inside those drawers it is quite a lot of junk. It's a lot of the boxes from palettes that I haven't thrown away, a couple of small tripods etc in there, chargers for things etc. So I'm not going to go through all of the drawers, but it's just all stuff that I want to keep but I don't really need to keep as such or need on hand that often. So just moving closer in, on the top there, this holds all of my Jeffree Star liquid lips. Got a foundation lurking in there that shouldn't be there actually. So that bowl, I love it. It's an antique one. I got it from a vintage store in our town, and I just thought it went with the room so well. And then at the back I've got just a really cheap glass candle holder, and then the candle inside is really good. I'll show you the candle. So that's the candle, looks like a cupcake. My friend got me that for my birthday. And then these two birds here are Murano glass, which I got in Venice. Had those for about 25 years, but they've been in various different rooms of the house, but I just thought because they're pink they really suit the room now, so I've got them in here. And then you've probably seen my floral arrangement here because it's in the background of my videos. I just scooch out a little bit there, you can see that it's in a vase there with some more of that pink gravel that you use for fish tanks, just to hold everything in place. And then next to that I've got all my nail polishes. Again, I bought the rack from Amazon and it's fantastic. It holds them all so that you can find them. I used to just have them all in a basket kind of arrangement. I couldn't find anything, so now I've got them all in rows, super easy to find. And then next to that I'll just scooch you back in. I've got a few palettes that I keep out. I've got a couple of Vice palettes, the Christian Liam Kaleidoscope palette, and then some brushes from Urban Decay. And the reason they're in that is because it's a toast rack, so it's only really slim. It used to be black. If I take out the things you can see what I mean. So where the toast would go is where I've put the palettes, and we sprayed that in the same pink paint as we sprayed the fronts of the drawers. Just make a little display piece there. And then if I angle this down you can see the rest of this unit. So this unit used to be a TV unit in our lounge, and it was pine coloured, and we've just painted it as a display unit for in here to match everything else that I've got in here. So I've got a little plate there, it's got all my perfumes on, and then I've got my Equality lip bundle from Jeffree Star in there. I've got my Sugar Pill Little Twin Stars special edition collection, the Too Faced Now and Then palette, my new Smashbox palette, and the Pure X Grinch palette, mainly because they won't fit anywhere else and they're quite large. And then in the bottom there, I'll just get this out. It's packaging from Urban Decay, but I keep a lot of Urban Decay palettes in it. So just remove that and I'll show you. So that's the box. So it's magnetised on the top, it closes really nicely, and then inside I've got a lot of palettes from Urban Decay. I've got the Distortion in there, the Elements ones in there, and a couple of others. The Heavy Metals special edition that came out a couple of Christmases ago, because that's quite large again as well. And then below that I've got a picture of my cat Kuro in his little glittery frame there, and behind that I've got some candles which I intend to use to light the background of my scenes for my YouTube. And then if I can just scoot upwards, you can see my picture, the infamous panda picture that has been in just about every one of my Instagram pictures, because I normally sit at my makeup mirror and this is in the background. So, but I love this picture. Again, that was from TK Maxx. And then if I scooch around once more, you can see me, so excuse that, but you can see the mirror there. I've got lights around the mirror. Just turn those on actually so you can see. So the mirror all lights up. I'd always wanted a full length mirror, so that's what I have on the wall there. Super cheap from Ikea, I think it was £20 for that. And then I've got a shelf there, which all of my PowerPoints were below that and they looked a bit ugly, so we put a shelf there so we can charge my iPad on there. Just another couple of cuddly toys, and there was a air grill thing for the central heating, so we've painted that pink the same as the rest of the room. And then my flooring in the room is all wood so that I can clean it easily, because there's a lot of makeup dust flying around in here. It's surprising when you clean it how much comes off of this, but although it's quite a pale colour, it's really practical for moving chairs and things over it. It doesn't scratch, it's a really good quality one, so I'm really pleased with that. So that's everything in the beauty room. So I was just about to film the outro for this video, and look who's jumped in my chair. So this is Benji, if you've not seen him before. I've posted pictures of him on my Instagram, but I don't think he's ever been in my YouTube videos before. But he loves this cushion, so as soon as I get up off this chair, Benji is on it. Say hello to people, Benji. Benji! Yeah, you beautiful boy. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed the tour around my beauty room and seeing my filming setup. I know it wasn't perfect, it's quite difficult to move the camera around and sort of show everything to you while still opening the drawers and showing everything, but hopefully you got a feel for how everything looks and it's given you some ideas of how you might store things for yourself. I'll link below all the kit that I use to film the videos as well, in case that's useful to any of you out there. The newer ring light, Favourtech soft boxes, my Canon camera, which is the M6 mirrorless camera, anything else I can think of to do with my filming, and also any of the storage solutions that you've seen today. So most of it's either available through Amazon or through Ikea. As I say, I'll link the specific items below in case you're interested. But thank you so much for watching guys, and if you enjoyed this video, please click the like button. I'd love it if you'd consider subscribing before you go, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!